So then guys, here we are at the final of the Elite Four. Hi, I'm Karen of the Elite Four. You're Connor, how amusing. I love the Dark-type Pokemon I've known for my overpowering tactics. Think you can take them? Just try to entertain me. Let's go. Don't know why she turned Italian in the end, but Karen is, if I'm honest, the trainer I have been dreading the most facing in the Elite Four because I've got really nothing I can do against her. Now I was contemplating sending Chandler out because he's bug type and knows bug moves, and I forgot to use an Ether on Brightside again, so I'm like, doy, what the hell is going on here? But I do get the confuse off on this Umbreon. He's confused, and I'm like, please hit yourself, Umbreon, but no, he gets the confusion off on me, so it's like a big confusion war going on right about now in the middle of this fight. That's what's happening, but this Umbreon is the Pokemon I have been worried about the most. And of course, I hurt myself in confusion, and Umbreon snaps out of confusion. I'm like, what? Bro, don't double team on me. So this Umbreon is getting the evasion up like there is no tomorrow, but luckily I snap out of confusion, so it's fine that we're all snapping out of confusion. Let's just waste a few turns with Confuse Ray and that. And I actually do connect with the Flamethrower. It does absolutely nothing to this Umbreon though, but it should be a free hit KO. Sadly though, I only have one more Flamethrower left, but I do go for the Confuse again on this Umbreon, just hoping and praying that it will hit its damn self, and of course it doesn't. What kind of trainer hits themselves? What kind of opponent hits themselves? And it goes for the Payback, which does a tremendous amount of damage, and I'm like, you know what? I need to effer up here. I need to ether up my Flamethrower, get it up by 10, got 11 Flamethrowers in the bag now. Umbreon doesn't hit itself in confusion. Damn. And I'm worried about Brightside here. I'm like, no, live Brightside, and it does. And I'm, you know what? I'm gonna use another item. I don't care, guys. You know what? Let's go for that. Let's go for that. Not that Max Ether. Let's go for that Hyper Potion because it's hyper, and I'm all hyper active here in this fight. And this Umbreon is turning out to be a royal pain in my lower backside. So, what is going on now? Umbreon, please hit yourself. Yes! That is what I'm talking about. Umbreon finally hits itself for literally 1 hit point of damage, but it's better than it doing damage to me. I go for the Flamethrower, connect with the Flamethrower. It's like your double team didn't even exist. And I get Umbreon down to yellow health. Now I'm praying, do not hit yourself. And it does hit itself, of course. So you're gonna full restore your damn Umbreon. Why is it, guys? Whenever you want the opponents to hit themselves, they don't. And when you I forgot what I said first. Whenever you don't want them to hit themselves, they hit themselves. It's like, oh god, what the hell? And Karen actually withdraws her Umbreon. Brightside is obviously too scared. I went for the Flamethrower just to see if it had Flash Fire, and it does, so I go for the Dig, and this Houndoom proves to be a very stupid Houndoom. So I use the Dig, get some mega damage off on this Houndoom. Look at that. Well into half H points, HP, and it goes for the Nasty Plot. So I'm like, okay, you're nasty plotting up, you're plotting something nasty, so I'm going to go for the Dig again. I dig underground. Instead of setting up another nasty plot, which would have been smart, it goes for the Dark Pulse. So, what I'm predicting now is, oh, you're going to go for the Dark Pulse now that I'm back up. If I don't kill you, and I don't kill you, so you're going to go for the Dark Pulse, obviously, but thank the Lord that you have got a Citrus Berry. That is so good. So I'm expecting the Dark Pulse, and you go for another nasty plot. I'm like, whoa, you're an idiot, Houndoom. You're an idiot, Karen. So I go for the Dig again, and I'm like, okay, Karen is going to predict. I keep saying he, the Houndoom is female. Anyway, Karen's going to predict and use Nasty Plot. She doesn't, and she uses, what am I saying? Dark Pulse, and if that Houndoom would have lived, no doubt in my mind it would have used Nasty Plot again. But Brightside grows to level 47. That is brilliant. Right in this battle, you gotta send out a Gengar. Whoa, Gengar! Don't Gengar at me. Don't Gargantuan is what this Gengar is. So I'm gonna send Andy out because it has Shadow Ball, it has Extra Sensory, and it's part Normal type, which means it's just the perfect Pokemon for Gengar. But this Gengar, whoa, has damn Focus Blast. And I'm like, what? What kind of Gengar carries Focus Blast? I'll tell you what type of Gengar. A very smart Gengar who goes against normal types. But Shadow Ball does enough to knock it out with a spectacular critical hit from Andy Rude, the showstopper. Well done, Andy. You rock my world. You got a Vileplume. You know what I'm gonna switch out. You know who I'm gonna switch out into? I'm gonna switch out into Brightside, because this Elite Four has just been a complete Brightside sweep. It's like unbelievable how good Brightside is against the Elite Four. So I go for the Flamethrower. This will probably be an OHKO. And guys, you guessed totally right. Against level 42 Vileplume, of course I'm gonna get the OHKO. One hit KO. Didn't even matter if it was critical hit. No doubt in my mind that would have killed it anyway. Ton of experience for Brightside, and you got a Murkrow, and I'm like, whoa, what do I even do against this? So I'm contemplating, and I decide to send Chef out purely because of the fact Shefa has the Amulet Coin, and I want some money. I want a lot of money from this Karen. So this Murkrow level 44 is actually quite deadly. I do get the Intimidate off, though I doubt that'll help me in the slightest. So what do I go for? I go for this Ice Fang because it is part flying, and Ice Fang is super effective against the flying types, but I'm like, whoa, what's going on? You're missing with Ice Fang, and he goes for the Sucker Punch, which does a lot. I do hit with the second Ice Fang, though, and it does a substantial amount of damage, well over half. I'm liking these odds, so I go for the Ice Fang, again, knowing that it will knock it out, but it goes for the Pluck, and I'm like, whoa, don't pluck me, bro. I live and connect with the Ice Fang. Luckily, Shefa pulled through, prevailed in this fight against the Murkrow. Whoa! And you finally got your last Umbreon. I decide, why the hell not? I'm gonna keep out with Shefa, see if I can maybe get a Glare on you, Umbreon, and I miss, and I'm like, whoa, no. It goes for the payback, and I'm like, oh no, you've knocked Shefa out. Well, that was pointless. It was very, very pointless. So, I decide to send in Swifty because I'm like, well, what else am I gonna do, if I'm honest? And I go for the Poison Powder because I want to get some residual damage off on this Umbreon, because that is a smart move, guys. But forgetting that Umbreon has Synchronized, which means it poisons me. For God's sake, that is bad. Goes for the payback, does a ton of damage to my Swifty. I'm like, whoa, critical hit for the lose. I'm hurt by poison. You're hurt by poison. Everybody's just getting hurt by poison. It's a big poison party here. So I go for the full restore, because that'll cure my I keep saying hitch points. It'll cure my hit points, and it will cure my poison, making me just a force to be reckoned with, while this Umbreon is still getting some residual damage off. It goes for the double team to avoid my attacks, and I'm like, whoa, bro, don't do that. So at least I'm getting the poison off, is what I'm saying, though, now, in my head, and into the microphone, obviously. I go for the Headbutt, just to see what that'll do, because I'm hoping for the flinch, actually. 2 double teams up, though. I'm not liking that at all. It's bad for business, bad for Umbreon, bad for me. You're no ordinary trainer to have gotten this far, so I decide to risk it all. And with lowered accuracy, with 2 double teams, I get the Frenzy Plant connecting, and I'm like, oh my god, this has to knock you out, Umbreon. It just has to. And it does, even without the poison. That is Umbreon down and out. That is the Elite Four done and over with. Well, aren't you a good trainer? Yes, I am. Give me some money. So strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon, that is only a selfish perception of the people. Truly skilled trainers should try to win the Pokemon what they love, and I love all my Pokemon. So guys, in the next episode, we will take on the champion of the Elite Four. So until then, goodbye.